carving a pumpkin.
Yeah, looks like that.
Sitting in my room, just strumming my guitar, just trying to be a star, just trying to listen to my mood and write a couple bars about the feelings in my heart. It's tiring. I've been writing all these sad songs lately. That's what writing hella sad songs makes you do. But here's the truth, it's 'cause of you.
Sunflowers in your hair. I thought that they were dead, so I took them off of your hair. Oh, it's nothing new to be close to you.
Yeah, and then maybe I would work with some longer ones and like all of them around.
I thought
Can I start from
Yeah,
the
that's
middle?
what I was thinking now, actually. Yeah.
I don't need a protector. I don't need a protector, but I feel like it's forever. No, I don't need a protector.
Δεν χρειάζεται να είναι τέλειος. Να σκαλίσεις το μέσα και να... Αλλά για παράδειγμα τα οποία, για παράδειγμα